I wanted to talk about this because this sets a terrible precedent for the future of really what I do and what content creators in general do. This is a incredibly, how do I word this with all due respect? This is an incredibly stupid move by Nicki Minaj. She let her ego get the best of her in this situation. And I'm just frustrated because this rewards the bad stuff this content creator did. And this sets a precedent that's going to potentially lead to worse things. So let's go over what I'm talking about. Since Tasha K lost a defamation lawsuit from none other than Cardi B, she has been trying to get the money she needs to satisfy the judgment against her. She allegedly got some help in this regard from Cardi's hip-hop rival Nicki Minaj, which she was very grateful for. Live Bites caught Tasha's reaction to the alleged payment on Twitter. For real, Nicki just gave me $1,000. She remarked during a TikTok live stream, which Nicki allegedly sent the money through. Seriously, thank you, Nicki. It was $3,000. No way. We're transferring that to the GoFundMe. We planning on being out of this bankruptcy in 1 year, baby. Nicki, you got to hit the GoFundMe, baby. The blogger reacted to the alleged news that TikTok takes a chunk of donations on the app. Then she took to Twitter to thank the Queen of Barbs. Thank you to the Queen, Nicki Minaj, for the generous donation on TikTok today. Tasha K wrote last night, Friday, March 20th, God is good all the time. Now we about to start some good old fuckery Friday on YouTube. Search, blah, 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 everywhere. Shout out to the Queen, Nicki Minaj, for giving me a generous donation. All right. So this is a horrible, horrible thing to do. Nicki Minaj, I disagree with a lot of shit she's done, but this is one of those because it affects my field of shit. Just because you hate Cardi B, you don't fucking help and donate somebody who spreads misinformation about people. The reason why she lost that lawsuit and is in the debt that she's in is because she was spreading misinformation about Cardi B. She was saying, hey, she has AIDS, she has these diseases, all this stuff, with no proof, no evidence. And Cardi, to her credit, respectfully and nicely said, hey, please stop talking about me and spreading this fake information about me. Please stop doing it. She had asked, I think, 3 or 4 times. And she was still doing it for clicks, for engagement. So she was spreading misinformation to the world about somebody. And then she got sued and faced the consequences of it, which was amazing. I'm glad Cardi B won that. I'm glad Tasha K is suffering for that. Because when you have a platform, it is your duty to report the accurate information. And Nicki, when you're donating to try to help this person just because you hate the person that she was spreading misinformation about, you know what that's doing? That's telling other content creators, journalists, reporters, whatever you want to call them, that, hey, if I spread misinformation, it's not a big deal. I might lose a lawsuit, but I'll have somebody of a celebrity that hates the celebrity donate for me and help me out. That's a horrible thing to put as a message out there, because Nicki hates it when misinformation gets spread about her. And she's threatened to sue people over that. But you're okay when it's about somebody you don't like, misinformation gets spread. That's very, very ignorant. You know, if I didn't like somebody, right? You know, let's just say I don't like, somebody. I would never, as much as I dislike that person, I would not, be like, yeah, spread misinformation about this person. That's really fucked up. That's vile. That's evil. And when it starts to backfire and it goes to you, you can't cry about it. You're the one that's supporting it with this shit, with this donation. What are you doing? I hate that I even got a report on this Tasha, because I hate, 90 to 95% of the shit she reports on is fake. And I'm mad that certain, even 50 shares some of her shit. Sometimes I'm just scratching my head, what are you doing? Nicki, Nicki's just all over the place. I can't stand what Nicki's been doing these past couple of years. I really can't. I've tried to keep my mouth shut about it, just kind of ignore it, because it's always in your face, and it's just I don't really give a shit. I'm just kind of I could care, I give 2 fucks about it, right? But it's just constantly in your face. There's always tweets. There's always this. It's annoying. And unfortunately, her stans are like very aggressive about this shit. And they just believe anything Nicki Minaj says no matter what. And that's a problem in any stan. I'm saying even on the 50 Cent side, there's stans of 50. I'm a fan. I'm one of the biggest fans of 50 Cent. But even I recognize when he's wrong and shit, and I can say, hey, this is not it, Fifth. This ain't it. The fuck are you doing? Sharing fake AI photos and not saying it's AI in the caption. Sharing Tasha K's Diddy information that she got. Like, come on, man. You know, so I'm like, yeah, I get pissed off on these type of things because I pride myself on reporting accurate information. You know how many times I've seen, and actually somebody got into, Ice Cube got into an argument with somebody on X about a quote he never said. And here's the funny thing. So there's this quote that always been going around, and it's mainly been quoted by 50. Like people have said 50 has said this. And the quote is something along the lines of like 50 disapproves of the LGBTQ being inserted into kids' cartoons, right? 50 has never said shit about any of that. Like there's not a single quote where he said that. It's just fake information that always gets regurgitated, not real. So the funny thing is it gets transferred to Ice Cube. They say, oh, Ice Cube says he doesn't want LGBTQ in the children's cartoons and this and that. And somebody posts it. You know what Ice Cube does? Rightfully so, as he should. He's like, this is fake. I never said this. This is AI. You got caught by AI. You know what the guy does that reports it? He says, like, fuck you. Well, then I guess you're supporting this. Like, no, he just said, listen, that quote, I never said this. He's not saying he agrees with it or disagrees with it. He's just saying, what the fuck? You're reporting on something that never happened. Never happened. You know, it's been happening a lot. And the funny thing is, in the replies of that Ice Cube quote, somebody in the reply says, nah, it was actually 50 that said this. When 50 never said it either. You know, this is the problem. This is what my platform, and I'm hoping a lot of other platforms are actually fighting against, because I'm against misinformation. I'm against fake quotes. I'm against all that. If you don't see it on my page, it didn't fucking happen. And I can't wait till I build a team. Like earlier in the podcast I'm talking about, I can't wait till I build a team so that we can cover everything. Because when we cover everything, then you can get, you know, all your news, everything from me. And know that I am very diligent in making sure that the information is correct. Now, the guy that's working for me, that's going to start full time, he's had mistakes here and there, but I am teaching him, coaching him, and stuff like that. But I will, as much as I can to my ability, oversee everything. You know, but once you start building a company, it's hard to oversee everybody that posts everything on your company, right? But I am going to be very, like, I'm going to have like a 3-strike rule on my company that if you misinformation, if you post 3 things misinformation within a year, you're out. Firing you, get the fuck out of here, because clearly you can't do proper research on if something's real or not. And what I love about X now is they're punishing people spreading misinformation. What they're doing now is that guy who posted that fake Ice Cube quote got community noted as this is fake because Ice Cube quoted it and said this is fake. So when a tweet now by somebody gets community noted as fake information, they don't earn money off that. Any money that would have came from that, they would have got taken back. And that's what all of these platforms should be doing. Every single one. No more AI, no more fake information. If you get community noted, if there's a fact that gets proven up, this is not real, you lose the money on that. Hell, like I said, there should be a 3-strike rule, quite frankly. But the problem is these platforms, they don't give a fuck, man. They don't. Do you think they really give a shit about misinformation? As long as people are engaging with it, they could give 2 fucks if somebody said it or not. And that's the problem, is these corporations only care about money. So it's just unfortunate because people get sucked into these misinformation things. And I've had so many people message me, hey, is this real? Like there's like a 50 track that came out where he's like dissing T.I. and his sons. And they're asking me, oh, is this real? Is this AI? I was like, dude, 50 didn't post it on his page. You think if he released a diss track towards them, you think he wouldn't post on his own page on Instagram? Like some of this stuff is very easy to tell if it's fake or not. Just go on the artist's page, bro. If it's not there, it's not real. It doesn't exist. It's just that simple. That's one of the easiest ways. Obviously, though, you know, there's other ways to tell if something's real or fake. With that being said, all this, let me actually see. What's funny is when Ice Cube said this stuff, he actually got a person that responded. So check out this clip. It's hilarious. This guy falls for the AI stuff. And Ice Cube quotes it and says, "You sound like an old fool, mad at me for not taking credit for some shit I didn't actually say. AI got you, bitch. Relax." That's hilarious. So let's watch this video of this moron falling for AI. And a lot of morons online fall for this.
The funniest part is I would have never expected Cube or one of his representatives to come say anything about it, but to deny you posted such good words in a positive time right now, that only makes you look stupid. Like a typical, you would rather support motherfucking what everybody in the world right now is up against than motherfucking stand with motherfuckers that don't want people fucking with children? Use the stupid nigga. And yes, I called you the stupid nigga. Nigga with an attitude, except you's a punk. Dre was taking the dick and you was feeding it to him. It's like that, and that's the way it is. Ain't that what y'all used to say back then when y'all old motherfuckers did some shit? But we don't forget the fact that Disney cut you some motherfucking checks and you was, are we there yet? Is that what they was asking when they was running that dick in your ass? Are we there yet, sir? Cube, are you taking it? Are we there? Man, fuck your feelings, punk. You want to talk to me? Come talk to me.
See, this is the problem. You see what I'm saying? Like, he gets called out for fake information, AI, and he gets mad at Ice Cube for calling that out. Like, he's mad at reporting fake information. Like, he's mad that he reported that. Like, he's not taking accountability. He's not saying, listen, Cube, I apologize. I just liked the quote. I agree with it. I thought you said it, so I posted it. I apologize. I'm going to remove it. And that's it. This guy takes no accountability. It's just like, yo, fuck you. You're against whatever the quote. Let me actually read the quote. Let's just see what it says. Many people have begun boycotting rapper and actor Ice Cube's music and films following comments he made about children in media. He stated that young audiences should not be exposed to cartoons that include LGBTQ themes. According to him, children should grow up with more traditional values and should focus on allowing kids to simply enjoy being kids. Okay. All Ice Cube said, he never said he disagrees or agrees with it. He just said, look, these are not my words. This is artificial intelligence. Which is funny because both these guys are really old. It's not artificial. The image is AI, the image that's made, but the quote, you can't artificial intelligence a quote. Like that's it's just a quote that somebody wrote up that people thought was from Ice Cube. That's not artificial intelligence. People were doing that before fucking AI even existed. So yeah, he gets mad. So he makes that video cussing out Ice Cube, and Ice Cube's just like, yo, you sound like an old fool. Like, what the fuck? Like, mad at me for not taking credit for some shit I didn't actually say. Like, it's that simple. So this is a funny scenario, man. And this guy won't, he's mad because he got called out as a fake person who posts fake information. And then look, so somebody quoted Ice Cube in his, fake post. And he said, well, let him be a pedo. Like, how is that a pedophile? Like, what does that have anything to do with pedophile? It's just about LGBTQ, being in cartoons. That has nothing to do with pedophilia. But yeah. And then the guy responded, no payout because of the community note with sad faces. And he's like, I work a 40-hour job. Payouts never needed. Well, then why'd you post that in the first place? Like, if you actually work a job and you're doing this as a platform, you're selling T-shirts on your platform, you're doing all this, but you're just mad because it was fake. And the funny thing is you go down, and somebody says, yo, 50 said it. And I'm like, dude, 50 never said this either. That's the funniest shit ever, too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Fake information getting spread, and Nicki Minaj paying Tasha K to do that is ridiculous. We're already in a world that's fucked with fake information and misinformation. That Nicki doing this sets a bad example. So that's my take on it. I was heated when it happened.